What's going on YouTube? SaneZ3 here to give you guys another video. And this is going to be a little different than what I usually do. I'm going to be talking about 2013. Mainly what it meant for not only my channel, but anime and manga. With a little, some personal stuff in there. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready. What time is it? 7:37. So I got like an hour and a half before I head out to my friends for New Year's, and you know, get a little alcohol in my system, get a little rowdy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about 2013 in general. I probably should have done this in the afternoon, spend a little more time on it. So I'm gonna kind of be winging it over here. Um, so 2013 in short, I was doing some hard thinking about it. I'm pretty sure 2013 just might be the second best year in my life. I think the best year of my life was definitely 2007. But I think 2013 just might be the second best year in my life. And I guess I can, I'll start off with the personal stuff a little bit. I'm a junior in college, and I sort of I think my work ethic started going up this year. So I'm not just in studies and stuff, but just work ethic in general. I think because of college, it did get elevated, at least a little bit at the very least. So I'm very happy for that. I'm a little more disciplined, and that's mainly because I'm getting a little older and I gotta start like looking at jobs and stuff. So that's kind of cool, little frustrating but a little cool also. Um, I just really had a lot of fun this year. There were some stuff that I wasn't. There was some stuff in 2013, namely San Antonio losing in the NBA Finals. And if you guys don't know, I've been a Spurs fan since '03. Ginobili's my favorite player, but not because we share the same name. I know a lot of people say that. That's the first thing people say, like, why did Ginobili your favorite athlete? Oh, you guys have the same name. And I'm just like, I won't lie. That's like he's my favorite athlete because that's what attracted me to him. But I like him for obviously other reasons, like the way he plays, his sportsmanship, like his character, this and that. But that's pretty much like my low point. The fact that I was glad that they got to the finals, but a little pissed off that they lost. But in terms of other personal stuff, I've saved a lot of money by commuting to college. I saved so much money; it's crazy. Honestly, people don't want to commute to college, but if you're a college student, look at commuting to college if you don't already, because it can really save a lot of money. It's mind-boggling how much it can. And I've been cutting. And I don't want to say this like in a mean way, or in a way that I hate them, but I have been cutting some of my relationships with former people that I knew off. It's kind of good for me. It's not that they were a negative influence on my life, or I mean, some of them were, but some of them were, but others I just never really talked to. And it can be something as like deleting a friend off Facebook, or deleting this friend off Twitter, or just deleting this phone contact, or this and that. But there's a lot of people that I haven't been that I pretty much have removed from my life, and I think because of that, I've been able to focus a lot more attention on not just this channel, but other aspects of my life, such as my especially my social life, I think, and my academic life. I think those two are probably the best that have benefited from that. And at the same time, I made new friends, namely in the YTAC YouTube anime community. So if you guys don't know, so yeah, that's enough of my personal stuff. Let's just get into the entertainment sort of thing. This was a great year for video games, in my opinion. Before I get to the anime manga stuff, I want to talk about video games. I don't think I've said this before, but I really love games. I actually might love games more than I do anime and manga as a medium, and probably comics for that matter too. So anime, manga, and comics, I probably like games more than them. Games are I really love them, and there were just so much stuff that I was hyped for this year. Tomb Raider, Far Cry 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Bioshock Infinite, and then we also got announcements, or I guess The Last of Us. Even though I'm not really like a zombie / survival sort of, I don't really like that genre. I was The Last of Us was still a good game. I watched a walkthrough of it, and I'm actually almost done with it on the highest difficulty. So I've already beaten it once, but there were a lot of announcements that I was really hyped for, namely Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. It's my favorite series, and just the fact that we're getting a fifth one in the series, after Kojima has repeatedly said that he doesn't want to deal with it, it's kind of cool. And I also, just the fact that it was going to be open world, and you got like all like these different missions, like in Peace Walker on the PSP. And it's going to be after Peace Walker, so we get to see how Snakes finally makes that or Big Boss rather finally makes that descent into darkness, and becomes the villain, pretty much of the series. And there's a quote that I love that he says. Or I think it's him or Kaz that says it in the trailer. It's something along the lines of we're going to go deeper than hell, which I think is I think that's just an amazing quote. I love that quote. And so yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably my most anticipated game for 2014, and just probably after 2013. If it doesn't come out 2014, 2015, whatever. And Ground Zeroes is coming out, which is the prologue to the game. It's coming out on March, I believe, of 2014. Speaking about Metal Gear, Rising Revengeance came out this year, and that was probably the game that I was most hyped for. And it focused on Raiden's story, and how he dealt with sort of his past as a soldier in the Liberia Civil War, and pretty much how he deals with life with Jack and Rose and all of them. Pretty good game, pretty good action, but definitely the best action game I thought this year. Better than Devil May Cry, in my opinion. Story was not up to par with Kojima's, but that was sort of expected. Platinum Games they don't really make like good stories. They make really good action. I mean, the stories are enjoyable, but they're not like good. They're not like excellent stories. And which that kind of threw me off a little bit. I wasn't too big a fan of the whole rock music into Metal Gear. I was going for something a little more like techno / synthesize, sort of music. A little more like stealthy. And we got some of that, but it was still a good game regardless, in my opinion. But as far as 2014 and 2015 or whatever, Watch Dogs is something I'm probably looking forward to. J-Stars definitely. J-Stars Victory versus. Oh yeah, Arkham Origins came out this year, right? So that's another game that I need to play. Assassin's Creed 4 is something that I also want to play. I don't think I'm missing any other AAA game that at least I care about. Yeah. So that's it for the games. It was just a good year for gaming. A lot of AAA releases. Grand Theft Auto 5 I think is definitely my game of the year for 2013. Even though I really like Revengeance, Grand Theft Auto 5 is just amazing in my opinion. The Last of Us it's close, but I think Grand Theft Auto 5 was the superior game. And the best game of 2013. BioShock Infinite was pretty damn amazing too. So yeah, as far as comics go, I guess I'll talk about comics. Good year for Batman. Definitely a great year for Batman. The Death of the Family storyline was amazing. We got Arkham Origins in the video game industry. The whole thing with Nightwing and Forever Evil, it's definitely a new turn. We're going to see what's going on with that. We got Man of Steel that came out, which was a very divisive film. Some people liked it, some others didn't. Personally, I liked it. And, we got announcements for Batman vs. Superman. The Flash movie's coming out. And Wonder Woman's going to be in it. I mean, I don't know how I feel about all these characters being in a Superman film. They might as well call it Justice League, but we'll have to see what's going to happen with that. And I hope they pull it off. I really do. As far as Marvel goes, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man universe in Marvel, and in terms of Columbia and Sony and the franchise, the Marvel franchises that they own, and the respective universes that they're building in there. I think X-Men: Days of Future Past is going to be the best superhero movie in 2014. That or Guardians of the Galaxy. Uh, and they also announced a Venom movie, which I am pretty hyped to see. Avengers 2 with Ultron in 2015. That's gonna be pretty cool. Um, oh yeah, and Green Lantern I think had sort of like a solid run. You know, Geoff Johns left. He left there. He left Green Lantern and he went to work on I forget what it is. Is it Flash? I think it's Flash. So yeah, there's just like a lot of there. You know, I thought it was a pretty good year for comics also though. I think Batman was clearly like the it ran away with it, you know. Oh, and I forgot Injustice, Gods Among Us. That was a game also that I'm forgetting. That's a pretty good fighting game if you guys haven't played it. Very Batman centric though, and sort of Supermanish too, but pretty good game I thought. Now we can get into the anime and manga stuff. Wow, 10 minutes just talking about random stuff. Okay. There were a lot of good anime movies that I saw this year. Film Z, I thought that was a great movie. Z was easily he was easily the best thing about that movie to me. I mean, just the fact that he had trained all those Marines, his character, his backstory, and just how epic he was. Like that, all that stuff was amazing. The plot was pretty good too, with the Dino Stones and how he was gonna like, pretty much blow up like all those volcano ends and fuck up like I think it was the Grand Line or the Calm Belt or one of them. I don't remember, but pretty enjoyable movie in my opinion. Animation was top notch. Phantom Rouge from Hunter x Hunter. That was a movie that was, you know, I think I liked as much as Z, but it wasn't because of the characters. I mean, Omokage was alright, but there was no new character that was introduced, you know, that I really liked as much as in terms of Hunter x Hunter and One Piece. No new character that I really enjoyed as much as Z. And in terms of the movie, the action was amazing though. There were some things that I didn't like that Madhouse did with Gon and Killua. But Illumi was pretty damn threatening in that movie, and I liked it. And those final fights were just, oh man, they got me so hyped. And I think, you know, there was a good enough focus on each character for that movie. So, you know, all in all, the main cast got some shine. And there were things that they did right and some things that they did wrong. But pretty enjoyable movie in my opinion. Battle of Gods. Probably the highlight of 2013 for me in terms of what I enjoy the most. The first DBZ movie in 17 years, and you know the first if you guys want to count episode of Bardock or the Jump special in '08, I guess the first, second, or third new piece of Dragon Ball lore that we got in the franchise in a while. So I was very hyped for that because it was a movie, and I think a lot of people were expecting like some deep movie, like some like blow them away movie, like I guess DBZ movie 6, Return of Cooler, or like something like the Broly movie or Fusion Reborn, something like that. But for me, I was sort of expecting like the movie that it was just like, hey, we're back, you know, we're just here to entertain you, and that's exactly the sort of movie that I got. It was just sort of like, hey, we're back, you know, it's been a long time since we've seen you. Let's just remind you of how we are, you know. And I thoroughly enjoyed Beerus. I absolutely loved this character. Whis too. I liked Whis also. And you know, there were some things in the movie that I had a problem with, especially in terms of strength, and in terms of how they handled, like, you know, some other things in the movie, like Super Saiyan 3 wasn't really as stoic as it was shown in the manga or in the anime, and that's something that I really liked about the form. They pretty much like threw that out the window with the new movie. And with Vegeta, like the whole My Bulma, I wasn't a big fan of that thing either. Super Saiyan God was awesome though. Well, it was awesome. It didn't blow me away. I mean, I liked it, but it didn't blow me away. You know, it was just like a color swap with the red hair and the red pupils. But I've explained like why Toriyama, you know, why it makes sense for Toriyama to do that before. So yeah, Battle of Gods that was probably like definitely like the best moment in terms of what I enjoyed the most this year. Then we have the Gintama movie, which is probably Taiba Battle of Gods is my, and yeah, it's actually Taiba Battle of Gods is my favorite movie um, this year in terms of anime. That Gintama movie was just perfect. I mean, it was only subbed like what, like a couple of days ago or something, but it was such a great movie. Especially those last 30 minutes, they were just gold. The comedy was right. They got the characters right. The plot was intriguing enough. The feels, especially the feels towards the end, were amazing. Oh man, that movie was pretty much. I think it was perfect. Pretty much. It was just an amazing movie. Gintoki and just, oh man, just the way they handled Gintoki's character was just, oh. That's why he's my favorite shonen protagonist to this day. Well, not well. Whoa. Let me take that back. He's not my favorite shonen protagonist of all time. He's my favorite shonen protagonist today. So, like in the modern era. Probably go Gintoki first, and then second place would probably be a tie between Gon, Toriko, and Ippo. But yeah, Gintoki for the win. And that was just an awesome movie. And I'm so that's four movies, and then the fifth movie is obviously the Toriko movie, the Raw came out, but I haven't watched it. I'm still waiting for the subs. I watched the first 3 minutes of it raw. Animation was beautiful, and the villain looked just, oh man, he looks awesome. I feel like he's gonna be like a great villain, so I can't wait for that. In terms of actual anime though, I think Attack on Titan, that's probably like the biggest thing that a lot of people were hyped about, and for me that's not really. I'm not the biggest Attack on Titan fan. It's okay, and I enjoy it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. For me, it was more about JoJo's Part 2, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Joseph for the win, and Cars, and Wamu also. He's pretty cool. And then Hajime no Ippo Rising. Ippo versus Sawamura. If you guys saw the last episode, shit's about to hit the fan, and I can't wait. But yeah, I got Hajime no Ippo Rising on my birthday, the first episode, so that was a great birthday present. That's in terms of anime, I guess. Now in terms of manga, you guys already know what I'm about to say. Toriko Cooking Festival arc. Listen, one of the greatest arcs in shonen. Okay, the plot twist with Neo and the Blue Nitro and and the flashback with Midora and just. Oh man, the Zero's Biotope versus the Bishoku. Oh, everything. Wow, that the story that he put in that one arc is just amazing. The characters like Ichiryu and Midora and Toriko and Starjin and Joa and Jiro and Setsuno and Midora and Zebra and Coco and Sun. Oh man, everything was just whew. Characters and the development that he gave them to. I mean, we got some with Sunny in terms of like how he valued like beauty and specific objects and what true beauty is, and the whole flashback with Midora, how it sort of like laid a foundation for his character. We saw Jiro when he was like a little more human, in terms of like his personality. Same thing with Ichiryu. We saw Cassia for the first time. Froze also. Wow, there was just like to me, and of course with Toriko when he admits that he is weak and how he has to pretty much like better himself because of his failure. That's something that was pretty cool to see also in a shonen protagonist. And I think those sort of moments we always value in a main character. So that was awesome. The action, the action. Toriko versus Starjin, Ichiryu versus Midora. Those two are some of the best fights that I've seen in Shonen Jump in the last 5 years. Luffy versus Lucci, Naruto versus Pain, Ichigo versus Grimmjow versus Aizen. Like, oh man, like those Toriko fights I think are just so well done. They really were so freaking good. And then the feels, of course, with Midori's flashback. Though I sort of had a problem with the whole Cure Water thing, and how neither Froze nor Midora used it. And I also had a problem with, the whole borderline gay thing between Toriko and Komatsu. But, I mean, if you just take those two things out, just the quality of the Cooking Festival arc it's insane to think that Mitsutoshi Shimabukuro did this over 1 full year. It's just too crazy. But also in terms of manga, One Piece with Dressrosa, I wasn't really feeling it too much. Law, if you guys don't know, is my second favorite character. Probably now, I've been debating whether it's him or Ace who's my favorite character in One Piece. I think for now, I just might put it as a tie, honestly, because Law this year, listen, cutting the island, making Virgo his bitch, because listen, Virgo wasn't shit without Law's heart. Law fucking owned him. The whole speech about the gear, and I'm telling you guys, he knows something about the will of D's, and that's gonna come into play later in Dressrosa. And don't tell me I didn't tell you so. I didn't tell you so. Yeah, okay. But listen, Law. Oh man, that Beerus, Gintoki, and I think Law are probably my top 3 characters for 2013. They were Law was so freaking good. With One Piece though, and then of course the last 2 chapters with the person who switched disguises. I won't spoil you guys for those who only watch the anime. For those of you guys who only watch the anime, yeah, I won't spoil you. But those last 2 chapters with Big Mom and yeah, One Piece is. I think it's probably going to be the best show in 2014. I can see it happening. We're gonna have to see what Bleach does. Oh, and Bleach Komamura. Oh, praise Komamura. Praise Komamura. Praise Komamura. Naruto is going to be ending in 2014 also, so that's something that it's going to be it's going to be sad for me. It is going to be sad for me. I'm sure all of us have had our problems with it, but at the same time, I'm still going to feel sad regardless. Some of my favorite characters, Jiraiya, Itachi, Kasame, there's just so many characters in that series that I really do like. Am I missing? Oh, and I started Green Blood, which was an amazing series, amazing seinen. And this year I ended up rereading like a lot of the old series. Like with Dragon Ball, I usually like reread it like every 2 or 3 years. Same thing with rewatching it, but I reread it this year. Same thing with Hakusho. I did that and rewatched it. Kenshin, I did the same thing, reread it and rewatched it. Except for the season 3, I watched that one filler arc with the Son of God in there, but that the Son of God mini arc, but that was pretty much it. Oh, and 666 Satan, I read for the first time this year. That was amazing. I started Feng Shenji. That was an amazing series, and it's still ongoing. And I can't wait for the next couple of chapters because the battle that we're in right now is. And we got announcements for JoJo's Part 3. The best part in JoJo's, shut the fuck up, you know it's true. JoJo's Part 3 in 2014, and I can't wait for that. Am I missing anything else? I don't. I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I might be though. I'm not sure. There's something I wanted to talk about with the video games also. Saint Seiya Brave Warriors. I don't know how many of you guys are Seiya fans, but I think that's an okay way to get into the series if you guys don't really like old school animation too much. I mean, it's good to know the characters, not so much the plot, but I think the characters are more important. So, yeah, J-Star's Victory Versus. Oh, and I guess I can get to the more Dragon Ball centric part of this video. Like I said, the best thing about Dragon Ball for me this year was definitely the movie. But there are 2 other things that three other things that I kind of want to talk about. One is Battle of Z. Now I played the demo. I'll tell you guys right now, Battle of Z is different than the Tenkaichi. It's sort of gameplay and the Raging Blast sort of gameplay. It's more akin to Zenkai Battle Royale, which is an arcade game in Japan, and J-Star's Victory Versus, in the sense that you can lock on to other people, and it's more like free roaming sort of thing. That sort of gameplay. Controls are alright. Movement can be like a little hindered. Melee is basic. Really wish the key blasts were better, but the most fun you'll get out of the game is definitely online. definitely online. And they sort of added like an RPG element to the game, which I think is sort of fun. And they so pretty much they made someone like Goku more melee centric than people like Vegeta and Piccolo. Vegeta and Piccolo are more of like your ki blast sort of people than Goku. So which I guess doesn't really make much sense with respect to the with respect to the series, but it's whatever. So yeah, I mean, the most fun you get out of it is online, and you guys can find me playing it online. My PSN is BonesMV3. The second thing that I want to talk about is the Boo Saga and DBZ Kai. Now, with DBZ Kai and the Boo Saga, I don't know how much filler they're going to take off, because I felt like some of the filler in the Boo Saga actually helped it and elevated the quality of that arc that Toriyama really didn't get in the manga. So, and it's international release only, right? So, I guess we're going to get a full canon adaptation of the Dragon Ball manga, which is going to be awesome. And we're going to see how it fares to the Boo Saga and DBZ, because, like I said before, if you're looking for the best dubbed DBZ in terms of the old dub, like the best consistent the arc with the most consistent qualitative voice acting, it's definitely the Boo Saga in terms of the old dub, the one that aired on Toonami. So we're gonna have to, I mean, and I'm sure Funimation will do a good job with it. And the third thing I want to talk about is J-Stars, I guess. I'm probably gonna import it. I'm liking the look of Goku and Vegeta so far. I'm gonna be using other people also, mostly Yusuke and Kenshin for sure. And Kenshiro, if Kenshiro gets in, I'm using Kenshiro before Yusuke and Kenshin. But as of right now, it's Goku, Vegeta, Yusuke, and Kenshin. I'm gonna be mixing my team between those four, and of course, Toriko's in there, Gon is in there, Gintoki's in there, Jonathan's in there, Joseph. Some other people are in there, but I'm really hoping they add villains, and I'm guessing it's gonna be Frieza and Beerus, probably gonna be the two most likely to get in the game. But I hope it's Beerus, because I really loved Beerus. He was an awesome character. I think that's all I have to. Yeah, wow, 27 minutes, long video than I expected. But yeah, I guess at this point I'm going to take my time to thank some people and talk about my channel. This is really pretty much like the first year that my channel that I've really made videos consistently. I made the channel in 2011, and I put out my first video probably in the fall of 2012, but I was relatively small. And there's three people that I need to thank that really sort of started my buzz with this channel, and that was Zoro Fanboy, Hada Sengoku, well, four people rather. Zoro Fanboy, Hada Sengoku, Anime Hero, Walking Zero. Oh, five people. Wow. Zoro Fanboy, Hada Sengoku, Anime Hero, Walking 00 Dead, and most I think the most important to that was Merlin. And I think Merlin was the most important because I got into a live stream of his, and that was the first time I showed my face on YouTube before I made my video, before I even made my first video. So those five really, and because I started attending like more Green Clan sort of things, I got like some sort of notoriety in the community. So I gotta thank them for that, and I just got to thank the Green Clan in general because I'm part of them now, and I'm friends with all of them for the most part. Some people I still haven't met yet, which is kind of weird, but I still gotta thank the Green Clan, all of them. It really boosted my channel. We're almost at 350 now. Almost. So let's just keep going. Also got to thank the Supernovas. I first met Styles like a long time ago, and then he introduced me to the others, and unfortunately he's not with us anymore, but I really got to thank him because he helped put some buzz around my channel as well. And I got to thank the other Novas as well, the other Supernovas. The whole sort of rookie channel where other people liked us and wanted to see what we would do, so that was pretty cool. I I gotta thank Marcellus, Shanks, Jason Todd. You know, three of my closest friends on the YouTube anime community, and people that I regularly talk to, um, almost pretty much on a daily basis, which is pretty damn awesome. And Mugiwara Map B, Zaladin, of course, Zaladin-kun. You know, just so many people out there. Duel, of course, Smoke, Dan Master, a lot of other people out there, and I've hit 300. I'm almost at 350, like I said, and this is really the first time that I was like really active on YouTube. So that's awesome, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some people to thank, but I guess I can thank Otaku Assemble and Uberakari and King of Lightning. I mean, those three are really people that and Joten and Bankai 922, some of the other bigger reviewers for Neverworld, We Are Nakama, Sawyer 7 Mage, just some of the bigger reviewers out there, because they actually sort of helped my channel also. I mean, I just became friends with Sawyer and what's his name, Bob Samurai. Well, I became friends with Bob Samurai on Skype, and Sawyer I think I became friends with on Google Plus. So I'm sort of my popularity is a little it's rising a little bit. So yeah, I'm finding trouble to find words, but yeah, I'm just really grateful for the YouTube anime community. The Shonen Knights, of course. Bushido Spirit is hilarious as fuck. Black and Chaos, and just so many different groups out there that I'm probably not going to remember. But I just thank the YTAC in general, I guess. And last but not least, I got to thank you guys, all the subscribers. You guys have, I just started this channel as a hobby. I never thought that I would be consistently talking with you guys almost on a daily basis, if not a weekly basis. So that's something that I appreciate, like, to the highest level. It's something that I never would have seen like 3 years ago me doing, for sure. And I've pretty much built myself a consistent fan base, that show up to my streams and stuff. And I know this video is long, and I'm sorry, but Masamune Ice Dragon, Killer Sean 89, Sandra 2137, Khalil Young, Kid Cool, Julian Solo, Instancism. There's just so many different people out there, and I probably didn't name them all over there, but there's just so many different people out there that go to my live streams and just comment on my videos. Iron Mo is another one. They just comment on my videos and my live streams and stuff that on a consistent basis, and that really makes me feel happy. People care about like what I think about. They care about like my thoughts and like my opinions and stuff, so that's awesome, and I just need to thank not only them but just all my subs, and I guess I love you for it. Aww. But but I think that's pretty much all I want to say. 2013, amazing year for me. I really enjoyed it. And I hope 2014 is just as good. There's some stuff that I'm looking forward to. I don't think 2014, and in terms of Dragon Ball, I don't think there's anything that I'm really looking forward to outside of the Boo Saga and the Battle of Z game, and I guess J-Stars. But Metal Gear, I think, is definitely something with the whole prologue coming out, Ground Zeroes. That's probably, at least as far as short term goes, that's probably the thing that I'm looking forward to the most. And Dressrosa and One Piece. We'll have to see when Naruto ends. I don't know when Naruto ends. I don't think it's been specified what month it's gonna end. And the 1,000-Year Blood War arc is also looking pretty good. There's some stuff that I gotta reread and rewatch. Some new series that I gotta start, like Beelzebub. I have been hearing so much good stuff about that, and some bad stuff, but I gotta check it out for myself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I gotta leave like in 30 minutes. It's 8:12, so I'm gonna end this right here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I just want to thank all you guys. Not not just for subbing to me, but just for 2013 in general. I mean, I just gotta thank it. There's just like a lot of stuff that really I really enjoyed, and I hope 2014 is just as good. So if you guys are celebrating New Year's, enjoy your family or your or your friends, or if you're doing it alone, enjoy yourself. Because I know some people that like to do New Year's alone. I'm sort of one of those people, but today I'm going out, so I have no choice. But thank you guys, and just enjoy your New Year's. Get drunk, get crunk, get slunk, if that's a word. I don't think that's a word, but fuck it. Peace 2013, and Happy New Year's to all of you. Peace.